Okay, so we are talking about writing and presenting. Here we can see that we are going to understand how we write at post-secondary level. We explain the process involved in preparing and writing reports, and we'll see creating and delivering effective presentation techniques. Right? So writing at the post-secondary level is after now. From now, the writing remains the main method of communicating your thoughts and ideas. There are many different types of writing you may be required to use depending on your area of study. General guidelines include writing a scientific thesis and producing arguments to support your thesis. And we will write lots of assignments, mostly in Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, where you will write lots of things, right? Let's talk about writing papers and striving styles. So leaders had some strength like discipline and organized will provide objective, fact-based content. Socializers are neutral communicators who express themselves easily. Performers performers enjoy the process of generating ideas and following different streams of creativity. Adventurers organize material logically and efficiently. Artists create are creative, imaginative, and descriptive writers. Intellectuals are those who have strength like gathering information, sort and classify, and write what they believe is relevant. Visionaries enjoy exploring, analyzing, and problem solving, and stabilizers disciplined, thorough, and efficient. The process of writing. If we are talking about process, it will start with preparation, organizing, working, evaluating, and rethinking. So in prepare, what you do, explore a topic, use research techniques from chapter 6 to help determine your angle on your topic. Read to get a sense of what others have already written on the issue. Engage in a free form exercise such as brainstorming or mind mapping. What is mind map? See, mind map means you start writing something and then you write something about it and go deeper, write something more about it. Now you will have your different idea, a line of thoughts where you can see that what are the things, what are the topics you will have, and what will be the subtopics based on the mind map. And then you will organize, you will create an outline, narrow your focus, and select a major thesis or angle. Base it on what interests you most, the most continuous angle, or which has the most supporting evidence. Then create a framework that sets out a logical progression of ideas. And after that, you work. It means you have to write the initial draft. It's not the final content, it's your initial draft. It means you have to write your initial thoughts into words in a logical order. Okay, don't worry about grammar and exact wording. It should be for ideas and order. Leave time to reflect on what requires revision and keep each draft as a separate file. Version 1, draft 2, draft 3. Okay, and you can use track changes function on Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, you will see on which version you have written what, so that you can go back and check what changes you have done. And then you have to evaluate. Evaluate means you have to rest, reread, and revise. Then again, rest, reread, and revise again. So, what will you do here? You will think that have I covered all the main points? Are my points well supported with research? Does each topic flow easily into the next? Is there any new evidence that I need to include? So these kind of questions you need to answer there. And after that, final step is rethink. Now, reflect on the instructor feedback. Your teachers will give you some feedback. Read instructor comments to learn how to improve your next report. Clarify with instructor any comments that you don't understand and through continuously incorporating instructor feedback, you can improve your writing. All right. Now, another point that we tend to ignore initially that avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism means all source used in researching your paper must be cited in a bibliography. Use citation management software when possible. We can use websites like MyBib and others. Determine which citation style is appropriate for it. Talk to your instructors, whether it is APA, MLA, CSG, or whatever. So here we are going to use APA style citation. And next is how to approach business report writing and case analysis. In a general report outline, you look like you will have a title page, then you will have executive summary, table of contents, then introduction, then actual report. We call it body of the report. After that, you know what? Body of the report is the place where you will write most of the things. This, all right? And then you will have conclusion and recommendations and work cited or bibliography. We call it references also. References. All right? Then we can have appendices. All right? Case analysis. A general outline will look something like this. Identify the main issue, analyze the external environment, analyze the internal environment, create the integrated SWOT analysis. SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. Strength and weakness are internal, and opportunity and threats are external. Okay? And generate alternative course of action, evaluate the course of action, recommend course of action, then develop implementation plan, create the necessary exhibits, put together a works cited page or bibliography. All right, now let's talk about presentations because you are going to create and deliver lots of presentations in your life. It will start from your academics, from college, but after you join a company, after a few days, you will be working on presentations. Maybe if you're lucky, you will get a chance to work on presentations in initial years. But after spending few years in your office, you must be working on lots of presentations because your management may want some explanation and you will be creating those presentations. Okay. So how to create and deliver effective presentation. So you have to overcome presentation anxiety. You have to plan the presentation. You're on, and after the presentation, let's see what we'll do. So, how to overcome presentation anxiety? It is completely normal to feel that anxiety will be there. All right, will probably decrease with each presentation. Suppose if I ask you to take the class, most of you will not like it. Some of you will be scared talking in class. Everybody feel same way if they start something, but gradually things become normal. All right. And some anxiety is a good thing because then you will be preparing things. And how to plan? Like understand your audience. What knowledge do they already have? If you don't know what knowledge do they have, you can ask some questions like, what do you know about this topic? And gradually you will understand, okay, they don't know anything. You have to start with very basic level. If you are talking to your teachers, or maybe you're presenting to scientists, then don't go to that basic level. Hmm. Then organize your thoughts as if you're writing an essay and prepare a logical outline, plan for the time you have allotted. Make sure to repeat the key themes. Then is use storytelling. Do a dry run. Check how you look like when you speak, right? So the seven storytelling techniques are immerse your audience in the story. Whenever you're telling something, include some of your audience. Say that, what is your name, sir? What is your name? And add that name in your story. Then audience will feel that they are being connected. You can tell a personal story. You can say that once when I went to this shop, something happened and all, right? And then you can create suspense, bring characters to life, show, don't tell them. Build a something they always remember. They call it star movement and with a positive take away. Understand that? All right. So now we have seen seven storytelling techniques and with a positive takeaway. Okay, whatever story you have, and with positive thing. All right. And now we'll talk about creating effective presentation slides and visuals. So you should use a good presentation software like Microsoft PowerPoint, or if you are using MacBook, you can use their software, or you can use Google Slides. That's also free. And now you need to think of how many slides you will use. Number of slides: one, two, three, five, six. And then choice of template. What kind of templates you are going to use? All right. And then font size and style. Make sure you don't get too fancy. Limit yourself. Use pictures instead of only words. Plan for questions. Engage your audience by asking questions. And provide your email address if they want a follow-up on that. So let's see example of good slide. Like example of a good PowerPoint slide is this. It's SWOT analysis. You can see strength and weakness are internal, opportunity and threats are external. Use of these are strategy development and front end of marketing plan. Now I can explain these concepts. And you know what is the example of a bad slide? See this. Why it is bad? So, a SWOT analysis refer to analysis of companies' strength and weakness and opportunity and threats exist in the real marketplace. This is the challenge. A paragraph is always bad. This type of analysis conducted as part of strategy development bad. And writing these things like many companies use SWOT analysis as a starting point of strategy development. Instead of that, instead of that, just write strategy development and explain that. Don't use these kind of fonts. Don't use red font. Don't use. See that yellow color is too bad. We can't even read what it is. And font, see, font in red. First, it is red. Second, the kind of fonts look so childish, right? So that's how we need to understand what a good PowerPoint slide may look like and how we can see difference in good and bad. See, it's so simple and easy. This is complicated. Okay. And next part is how you present. Present means when you are standing in the room. So you have to dress. You should wear clothes which are comfortable and presentable. Comfortable means if you have never uh, had a habit of wearing some kind of suit like coat, pant, and tie, you will be uncomfortable presenting that. So, how to present with that kind of clothes? You should go to your college, workplace, few days with those kind of formal clothes so that you become familiar with that and you become comfortable as well. Your clothing should be convey the message, I am the expert. And first impression being what they are is could even have impact on your grade. So if you are wearing clothes appropriately, you will get more weightage. All right. When you are presenting, then what? You own your environment. You begin with confident. You're switching it up. You should involve your audience, ask questions, say good morning, good afternoon, and finish with some extraordinary words. And you can use handouts effectively. And after your presentation is done, then how will I know that my message got through? So you can invite audience to provide feedback. Have a quick survey that can be handed out along with your slides. Make it anonymous. Don't ask them what's their name. They don't want to give a wrong feedback if you collect their name as well. Take it seriously to make improvements in future presentations. All right, that's all for presentation.